Gabrielle Union appeared on Bloomberg and revealed that she still struggles with her feeling insecure in her wealth as an actress. Union also mentioned that she and Dwayne Wade split the bills 50-50 within their households. What are your thoughts on this? Let's go to you first, Al.
Oh, Lord. You know I like the Wades, y'all, but I did not like this conversation. I did not like this conversation. I'm sorry. I did not like this conversation. I need to know what was her definition of 50-50, right? Like 50-50 on all bills across the board. So all liabilities, all their homes, all their traveling, their private planes, everything they do 50-50 on. Because we know that Dwayne Wade's net worth is 4 times greater than hers. So what was she implying? Did I misinterpret something that she was implying? Because that just makes me feel like she was throwing a man under the bus, but then again, it wasn't really the conversation. I just feel some kind of way. We know that Gabrielle did not come from poverty. Let's be very clear. Both of her parents were managers at AT&T, and her dad was a very decorated retired serviceman. So she didn't come from poverty. I know that she believes in holding her own, but I just didn't like how this made me feel about Dwayne Wade.
Q, what do you think about this story?
Al, I don't think this should reflect on Dwayne Wade at all. This does not scream to me that this is Dwayne's doing. To your point, he has 4 times the wealth. He could easily, with no problem, carry the household. We must point out, and y'all must remember, that Gabrielle Union and her relationship is not your teacher's aide relationship with your garbage man husband relationship, all right? She also put in her book that in her last relationship, she paid all the bills, which she felt gave her license to cheat on her ex-husband. So maybe she's of the school of thought that if the person pays all the bills and does everything, they have the right to run over you in the relationship, and she just wants to circumvent that. I think Gabrielle's paying is a power play on her part because, face it, no matter how you slice it and dice it, when somebody is paying all the bills, it creates a situation where that person feels like they have a little bit of power over you. And maybe to do away with the power dynamic, she said, look, I'm going to meet you 50-50. So when we get into an argument, you ain't going to talk that big shit to me.
Okay.
All I know is if you had a side baby on me, I have leverage in this relationship, especially if you wanted me back and they got married after that. I commend her for wanting to carry her own weight because no one can change the locks on her. No one can kick her out and all that, although she's the wife, so we can't anyways. Right. But I have mixed feelings about it because I'm of the school of, I like a little 50-50, but I heard it's 4 to 5 times more as her wealth, right? I don't know, like I would think he'd want to do that though.
I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to start doing when y'all getting married because I'm so fucking tired of these who pays the bill situation, all this shit. If you put all the money in one goddamn pot, then we're paying the bills, right?
Well, no, this is how it should work, Q. It should, like, say, for instance, Q, you and I were together. And you made $1 million and I made $500,000, and we put our what we bring in monthly. You're bringing in $100,000. I'm bringing in $50,000 a month. You're supposed to pay according to what you bring in if you're doing 50-50. So that's why I asked, is that what she means 50-50? Because if you make considerably more money than me, I'm still putting in according to what I bring to the table.
So you're having a conversation of equal versus equitable. Equal versus equitable. I get it.
But this is the thing. We know how savvy that woman is when it comes to the media. And we know she knows what nuggets to drop and how to drop them to get coverage. And here we are talking about it because here we are questioning what she meant. She could have clearly made it clear what it meant, but I think this is good old Gabrielle with some good old, like, this is how you get coverage, guys. This is how I stay relevant, and this is how I pay my bills.
I will say this is like I will give her props on this. I think this is like the lower hanging fruit of the point she was trying to make, because I do understand what she was saying about having insecurities about working. Because I remember a long time ago, I was dating someone who was a millionaire, and he was very much in love with me. And I felt like I didn't feel my value. I felt like I wanted to be more of a partner to him. I didn't want to feel like I was being taken care of. And I felt like I would be more meaningful in the relationship and more important to the relationship if I stepped my game up. You know what I'm saying? I know, it just made me feel better.
Q,
Like,
what's she talking about over there?
I'm saying, I don't think I would want to be in a relationship where the one person has all the money and I'm just getting all the bills taken care of. I think you have less equity in the relationship. And I do think she has a point about the rules, because how many times have we heard about men that are rich or whoever got the money kind of flexing on the less rich or wealthy, partner.
You're
And
beautiful.
I would never want to be in that position.
You're beautiful, Claudia. You are a Black queen. You deserve to be taken care of. I love that guy who was on Instagram who said, listen, you're my queen. I have a responsibility to take care of you. If I want you as my queen, I want you as my wife, I take on that responsibility to make sure you're good at every juncture of your life. So I don't want you to worry about paying a bill. If I got it, it's yours. That's how I feel. And so sometimes, on the other side of that, when you're being manipulated, that's a different story. I understand. But you are a queen. You deserve to be taken care of. And you shouldn't feel guilty because you have that quality of a queen and you have the ability to attract a man to take care of you.
I hear you. And that's what those good old 70s and 80s babies might feel like. But these new 90s, 2000s, these new Negroes, they are feeling like they are the queen to be courted. And they're like, what you going to do for me? What you going to put on?
That's exactly how the hell I feel. Okay.
See?
Really? Q, you don't want to take care of somebody that you love if you got
bitch,
it?
hell no. Hell
Really?
no. I'm looking for somebody to step into my life and alleviate all these bills. Okay. I don't want to lean in. I want to lie down. Okay.
And the person that I was dating that was the millionaire proposed to me, gave me a big ass ring. It was like a 5-carat beautiful cushion cut ring. And he's out there fucking with strippers and prostitutes. So he probably felt that he could. And I kept the ring and said no.